Check. It's working. Check. Is it working? Am I audible?
have to keep slightly up.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Can you hear me there? Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How does the morning look?
Dusty.
Does it look like a blank check?
Yes.
First of all, at the outset, let me say a big thank you to the organizers of this amazing workshop that has allowed me to come and present this presentation on table topics. My name is M2U00441 and I come from the YMCA Toastmasters, and really, I'm charged up to speak anytime and every time that I'm given an opportunity to speak. I have around us some great speakers, some people who would like to learn how to speak, and some people who have already established themselves as great speakers. It gives me great joy to present to you blank check. How does it feel when somebody hands you over a blank check that's signed by the trustee of the bank and who says, withdraw as much as you can?
It's scary.
It's scary.
Exhilarating.
Exhilarating.
Happy.
Happy, and it's going to give you all that thing which you always wish for. Am I right? Just visualize with me this being your blank check. The stage that is given to you for that 2 minutes time, where you get the opportunity not only to speak, not only to present, but also to win over the minds and hearts of people who are sitting across. One basic concept that should settle into the mind of any presenter is that there are hundreds of people, if not at least 2 people who are sitting in the audience who would like to know and who've given up their time to come and listen to you. So you have a great responsibility towards delivering the blank check and to write the hearts and minds of each and every audience who are sitting in here. That's the skill that you've got to master when you're given that 2 minutes time. I want to take you to what I will be presenting in the topics that are covered today. We have tame terror, tame time, and tame topics, which all translates to TT, or the table topics. When I talk about terror, I'm sure you heard this over and over and over and over again, that people are scared of spiders, people are scared of heights, but people are scared of public speaking the most. I was speaking to somebody who's really a good speaker, and he said, tell me, sir, what do you hear when you are just called up to speak? You know the answer he said? A good speaker. So, I want to put this first point that it's perfectly natural to have terror. When a acclaimed speaker could come up and say, Jiju, the only thing that I hear is thap, 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 thap. My hands being sweaty, my tongue sticking up to the roof of my mouth. An acclaimed speaker. It's at that point that I realized that terror is perfectly natural. And I want to tell you something else about terror. Can I have a show of hands of people who do not like or have not seen a horror movie? You've not seen a horror movie. Okay, few. So that's 10% of the audience. How many of you people enjoy watching a terror movie? A horror movie? Wow. That means we love terror. Am I right?
Yes.
Before we get into the topic of terror, I would like somebody to please help me in the audience to distribute a small slip of paper which we've kept ready. Please, if we can have very quick passing around. And I want you all guys to take a piece, on this piece of paper, to divide it into 4. Across 4. And write on each columns your fears about public speaking. First could be the terror that you come across. The second could be ABCD. The third could be 1, 2, 3. And the fourth could be ABC 1, 2, 3. Whatever you feel like, please write.
Very clear instruction.
Sorry?
It's a very clear instruction.
Very clear
Can
instruction.
you repeat it?
The instruction is very simple. Whatever you feel that worries you during table topics, put a cross And on the first, I'm sure it would be something else, whatever, but for me it was fear. The second could be ABCD. The third could be 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fourth could be ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not naming what is it, but just put what your terrors are, what your feelings are about table topics. Alright, you're ready? We're going to move on. Terror. How do you tame terror? How to tame terror? Taming has been an art which mankind has always mastered. He has tamed the wild. He has tamed the elephants and the lions to perform the way that it will impress people. Just by a whip, the lion jumps up. The elephant makes stunts. Even the snake dances to the tune. So man has been wanting to tame things. And here, as speakers, we are going to tame what?
Terror.
What?
Terror.
Terror. The terror of public speaking. How do you do that? When I just think of it, can you just move to the next slide? All right. First point is be prepared. When you say be prepared, your outcome is based on your 90% of what is called as mentality, and the 10% is on your skills. That 90% of mentality to develop is the skill that you have to tame that thing which makes you scared to go up here. That mentality to say that no, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to achieve. No, I'm going to win over my terror. No, nothing is going to stop me from winning the hearts of the entire audience that's sitting here. That's that mentality that charges you up. When I was sitting there, all along the while when I was hearing, when I came to the hall, I sat down doing a very simple exercise which you can do alongside with me. Can you just keep everything which is in your laps and hands and everything to the side or on the floor, and just follow the simple exercise with me. It's very simple, it's very quick. Keep both of your hands on your lap. Close your eyes. And breathe just 5 times at my count or at my clap. Are you ready? First breath. Take it in deep. Hold it. Release it. 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 The last time. Take it in deep. Hold it. Release it. This exercise relieves your entire muscles. You know the reason why? Because it's a medically claimed procedure which says that your concentration is on breath and your concentration is on holding the breath. The concentration is on removing the lungs or freeing the lungs with all the air that you've trapped in. So your focus has shifted from this to holding the breath. So on the mental side of you, you've prepared yourself. The next exercise that maximum good speakers, including Steve Jobs, does is this exercise. Have you seen many of the speakers do this before coming up? 5 fingers, the fingertip is held on and pressed, held there, released. Pressed, held there, released. What this does is, your fingertips has numerous blood or the nerve endings, numerous. And when you press them and when you release them, it pumps more blood, it pumps more oxygen, it makes you more lively, it makes you more charged up. These are simple exercises by which you feel that you're prepared mentally. And then, the 10% skills which we'll talk about, we'll come to that at a later stage. Alright, being prepared means the next one with mentally which people do is, yes I can. Nothing stops me. I'm a champion. I'm going to go out there and give my best. Yes I can do. I believe that anybody who knows to speak 5 words in one sentence is an excellent speaker. Want to see that example? Just 5 words. Not more than 5 words. Even less than 5 words. Even one word, who can speak is a good speaker. My brother Alex Hinete, how are you?
I'm sleeping.
I'm sleepy. He's a speaker. I am. He's spoken. He's expressed his ideas. So I believe that anybody who can speak even 3 words together is a good speaker. So you do not need to be having flashy words or all the repertoire that you have or the arsenal of words that you carry, the building up of the complex sentences, the metaphor, and I don't know what not to have yourself qualified as a best speaker. Impossible. That's not right. Change that idea that you have to have great repository of words to be a good speaker. So, I can do it is an attitude to say that I am prepared. This is my biggest technique that I used to use in the first. You know, I find out friendly faces around in the audience and I just focus on them. Khalid has been my brother for long and he's still a brother of me. So what I do is when I go to contest speeches and I stand up there and I'm called up, I just look around and say, oh, Khalid is there. I say, hi Khalid. So I said, hi there. Yeah? And I find there Ahmed sitting at the end and I say, Ahmed, I found another friendly face. And Ahmed waves back at me. Yeah? I look here and say, hi Sheba, how are you? So I found 3 or 4 corners where I have friendly faces. And I spot them. And I speak to them. And I speak to people around them. And that makes me very comfortable. I don't need to look at faces which are looking at me like this. Why should I look at them? I should look at faces that smiles just like you. And I find them with friendly faces that I smile back. Try this. I've tried this on the roads, okay? When you go for your walks or you do anything, or to any other supermarket that you walk in, just walk in, you see a strange guy. I've tried this, okay? Based on my trial and error, I was doing this. I just look at him like this. And he looks back at me like this. Even if he's not known to me. And somebody who's not known to me, who's not my nationality, who doesn't speak my language, I look at him and I say, I just smile. And I do this. He smiles and he reciprocates my same or mirrors my same action and does exactly the same. So what you've got to do is pass that energy. Become a friendly face to the audience. Find the friendly face in the audience. You won 50% of your speech. Yeah? Try different techniques. This is mine here. Alright, we move on to the next one. You know this last sentence I would love everybody else to read, please. Here, who's present, please read. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, read.
Think highly of yourself because the world takes your own estimate.
At your own estimate.
Yes.
At your own estimate. Nobody else's estimate. If I come here and I actually am come to speak and talk about table topics, I think I am not sure, but still I will try. Second thing which many people come and do is, I'm sorry, I'm not prepared, but I'll give my best. I've given an estimate about myself, right? I'm not prepared, and I'm sorry. Think about this. I'm enjoying this beautiful day, and I'm so confident that I'm going to come out and give to you and speak to you and win your hearts. You know why? Because you are one of the most wonderful set of people that I've ever seen. How does it sound? My estimate about myself, my estimate about you, and my estimate about the presentation that I'm going to give. I'm positive. I'm charged up. I say that I need to deliver my best. Positive thinking minds and positive thoughts leads you to presenting an estimate about yourself to the people who've come to listen to you. And you have to listen to this pet line of mine. Get infected by my enthusiasm, my positivity, and my attitude. You will never regret. Take that one-liner with you, always. Fix it in your mind and say, I'm going to give my best to the best set of people who are sitting around. Go about with that attitude. That can help you tame terror. This is something which we often fail to do. I've seen many speakers come up and say, I'm going to tell you about table topics and I'm going to tell you about how to speak, and well, that's the way that you've got to speak and you've got to tame terror. Then I'm going to speak about this and about that. They forget to breathe. You know when you are nervous on the stage, have you seen the expression of people in the audience? You should see. It's this expression. What's going to happen to the speaker? Is he going to fall down? Does he have an asthma attack? Oh Lord! And you're sinking in your mood and you're sitting there in the chair. Imagine what you're doing to your audience. You're killing them, man! Breathe! Breathe! Make them breathe! Make them enjoy the whole presentation. Think with me and reason. Am I right or wrong? Simplest example is when your kid fails. I know many kids, when they come. And your mind says, say! I got 5 out of 10. Till then, even you have. And your mind is saying, say! Have you experienced that? Put your audience at rest, at par level at what you are, by breathing and claiming that you are alive. These are the simple techniques by which you can tame your terror. The next very fundamental topic which I believe is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because you are unique. You are a special creation by somebody supreme who's sitting up there, or sitting next to you, or sitting all around. You are unique in your own way, in your own unique way, in your own special way. Read it with black and yellow. It's believe in. Believe in?
Yes.
Read the yellow.
Be you.
Be you. Be you. Because there's nobody like you. I've never seen anybody like me. And I love myself to be me. I really love myself to be me. And I want you all to love the you that is within you. I don't need this, right?
You don't.
Alright, so believe in yourself. I'm sure that's the mantra or the most important element towards presenting anything in terms of taming the, hold the tiger by the tail, right? Right? Tell me, who's the most awesome person in this audience?
No.
Put your hands here and say, me. Feel that awesomeness within you. Alright, we move forward. Now comes the most element, which really has seen champions slip, big champions fail to deliver, and people put to sleep because many speakers forget to tame time. Taming time is a technique by which you know that you have control over your time. I've been trying to master the skill, which I'm going to share to all of you here, is the count of breath. How many breaths are there in, let's say, 10 seconds? Around, let's say, 10 to 12?
5.
4, 5. Yeah.
Where is your thumb when you're speaking? Where is your thumb when you're speaking? Just place that way, right? There are people who count seconds this way when they speak. You hardly notice this when I'm moving around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many more? How many of you have I counted? 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just do that. People will never be able to notice your time counting techniques. There could be many techniques that you can follow to count time. This is one of the techniques that I use to count time in seconds when I'm speaking. Because you've got to think on your feet. You've got to work on your feet. You've got to employ every organ that's within you to be that champion, to be that speaker, to be that presenter that you are. Tame time. In terms of taming time, you have 1 minute, the green light, and then you are Right? This is what normally happens with table topics. First is 1 minute when this green light is going to come. That's the way that people end table topics. What pace that you start, end at that pace, you are relaxed, your audience are relaxed, and you win hearts. Simple formula, right? The time is there to tell you that you've got to start wrapping up the speech. When we come to the taming of the topics, we'll revisit this topic of time, and we'll see how to utilize the time towards presentation and creating that presentation for table topics. As we move ahead, taming the topic. This is the key in terms of delivering any table topic presentation. That idea, you know that light bulb that lights up and the filament, all that you read is idea. Where to get that idea? You go there, you stand there. Actually, table topic given to me is today is Friday. Oh, table topic master of the day, and I'm thinking, see? Hello Toastmasters, I've not yet made up my mind what to say. Yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday, tomorrow will be Saturday. That's the way that you start your presentation, and you don't get ideas because you are, the first part of my presentation title is blank. Right? Because you are blank. You need not be blank because you've got tools and tips and techniques which you can deliver, which you can develop, and which you can say and present and say that yes, I have given my best. You want to know? Before we move to that 4 slips that you made, can you strike off one which you feel that is most least important to you now? Strike off from that 4 piece, the piece of paper, what you feel is most least important to you. Alright, since you've striked off that least important thing, we move forward with taking the topic. Okay? There are various methods towards making that table topic speeches, which I have researched on the net, which I think back, which I used to sit back and say, do I really use this method? Okay, the PREP method. The PREP method is, P stands for point of view. For example, when you say point of view, they say, global warming is caused because people are non-vegetarians. That's a statement, right? And you're expected to give your point of view. If you love non-vegetarian, you'll say, no way. Right? And if you are a politically oriented guy, you'll say, I believe so, but still I feel that it's not fully established. You know? Yeah? So this is just one way of presenting your table topics is, you present your point of view. Then you give the reasons for the point of view. I believe that non-vegetarianism is not the cause for global warming because the jets flying in Europe are being charged with carbon taxes and they are emitting carbon because that's the reason for global warming. Then you say, no, that's not the reason. You know the reason why? Because people drive cars and they don't change air filters. There's a lot of pollution in the air. Industries are not filtering their smoke. So there's example. I'm giving the points or the reasons or the causes for the point of view that I have stated. And then explain each point of view. When you say that cars do pollution, you come to that point and say cars indeed cause pollution. When you say that industries are polluting, you come to the point of that and say industries indeed cause pollution. You can state examples like what Julia Roberts acted in, which one? Erin Brockovich movie? How that was causing a particular environment hazard. You can point something of that kind and bring and state their point of view's reason. What is the reason? First method is the PREP method. The next method that we go to is the PPF method, or the past, present, future, and closing it positively. For example, you say, It is indeed great to have athletes crafted out by the country. We present the past, saying that in the past, athletes used to practice on grounds and levels which were not at all suitable to the tournament area. For example, if you talk about Toastmasters, you say, when you come to compete at the stage is so big that you start running from one corner to the other corner, still the stage is big. So you are not practicing your speeches for the contest because you are not suited to the atmosphere that you are practicing in. So you say that that's the past. But the present, Khalid Al-Khud, our district governor, has arranged for a big hall where I have a big stage and I can present my speeches the way the contest needs to be delivered. And then I say, the future, I am going to ask each one of you as contestants to go out to that hall and practice once by visiting those Toastmaster clubs that has huge halls. Close positively. If you do that, you are a champion, winner. How does it sound? Past, present, future. Closing it positively. One way. The next method that we follow normally is, you have a 5 minutes time? 5-10 minutes time?
Your green light will come on.
The PCS method. Problem, cause, solution, and close positively again. When you say that traffic is getting congested at Meena Salman intersection, that's a problem, right? Or you say that kids are watching excessive Cartoon Network, that's a problem. Jiju is getting excessively fat, that's a problem. Jiju, when he presented table topics, it was so boring, that's a problem. So you have a problem, you present the problem in the right way that you have understood the problem. When you talk of global warming, or when you talk of kids watching the Cartoon Network, or when you talk about a person who is presenting a particular topic and which is causing a problem, you state the problem correctly. And then you come to the cause of the problem. Why this happened? What is the reason for the problem? You go to the root cause of the problem. Then you give your solution, what you believe. You should not speak on behalf of the public. Remember this key in public speaking. You never speak on behalf of the audience. You should say, I believe, I personally believe that the reason is this, A, B, C, D, Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And give the solution to the problem that you have with a very, very positive outlook. Never say that, you know, Cartoon Networks are bad. I feel the solution is break that TV. You know what I believe the solution is? Put your kids in the refrigerator. Now, come on guys, be positive about the solution that you can think of. You can talk about giving incentives to your kids, A, B, C, D, Y, whatever be the reason. Then the next method that people follow is pros and cons. Bring out the advantages, show the disadvantages, close with the best solution that you have for that particular statement, question, or whatever is being presented to you. So you have the pro and the con method, which is again a very simple way of addressing any table topic questions which is coming to you in that particular context. Then you have the YOG method. Yourself, how does it affect you? When you say that carbon taxes are going to be implemented by the airline industry and it's going to affect the Asian segment very heavily, twice. You can state that I myself am affected by the carbon tax because I pay 20% more to my airfare that I was paying before, each time I travel. That's a problem which has affected me. How has it affected others? I know a family of 10 and those 10 people travel always together. My goodness gracious me, they have started to think that they want to own an airline. Yeah? And global, I don't think this carbon tax is anyway going to reduce the carbon that is emitted by the planes. So what is the point in charging? That's a global view of it. I'm giving an example. It can be anything which you can think of. Close it with the best solution. What's the best solution? Cut the carbon tax. That's the need of the hour. Let us all travel cheap. Let us all travel and be good. Be happy. And let those 10 people not own another airline by which it will go to cause more carbon pollution. So give the best possible solution by presenting the YOG method or the you, others and global view with the solution that you present. Now, I want you to strike off the second one, which you feel is the least important in that list that you made. Can you strike off the least important one? The second least important one. Strike it off. I'm sure you have struck off the second or the second least one which you feel now at this point. Next is to engage the audience. Did you notice the technique in which I have engaged all of you all? I gave you a piece of paper. I asked you to write your view. And I asked you to get involved in my speech by striking it off. I asked you many questions by which you raised your hands. I asked you a particular question by saying that, how does it feel about this? You nodded, you said yes. Yeah? So I had always an exchange of ideas. I have engaged you all. I have kept you all busy with me. I have not left you to yourself to think that I've never kept you to that state. I would never want you to keep at that state. So I will always engage my audience. Have this engagement of the audience planned in a most beautiful manner so that it can be crafted to your advantage. Because audience are sitting there not as dumb people or like walls. They are reasoning every thought that you're saying. They have a clever and an intelligent mind which works out on what your statements are. You have to engage them or they will lose track of it. Scientifically it is said an adult has a concentration time of not more than 7 minutes. A child has 2 minutes. I'm sure you know that. Sit here and study table. 2 on the 2 to the 4. With an adult, you go into a meeting, your boss is talking, your first 5 minutes is, and then start drawing him. Oh, how good he looks when he's bald. And I wish he had a mustache. So you have got to engage. If your boss engages you, you know how? How he'll engage you? Listen to me. If you're not concentrating, your raises are going to be cropped off. No, sir, I'm with you. Tell me what is to be done. I've engaged my employee. There are many other ways of engaging people. So find out your best possible ways about how to engage your audience and make sure that they are with you as you travel and take that journey towards presenting the best table topics. Next is to inspire our audience. This is a chance that you get here on the stage, not for yourself, but you go out there and you tell your audience, you can, you will, because I am confident in you. Because I can do it, you can do it. So go out and inspire your audience. Let me give you one example of the inspiring thing which I just came across when I was reading and preparing for this. I want you to go to the next and wait for my thing. Wait. Yeah. Move on. Yes. No, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah. Anthony Robles wins wrestling. The Arizona State's NCAA, or the National Collegiate Athletic Association, awards for the USA, the wrestling competition for 125 pounds. In the individual category was won by Anthony Robles. How does this news sound? So what? Right? So what? What I want, so what? We have Virendra Singh also. Huh? We have Sandoz also. We have Hulk Hogan also. We have so many. So what? Move to the next slide. But Anthony Robles has been born with just one leg. And this NCAA has 1,281 organizations, schools, and individuals who have members of this NCAA. And out of all of them, we have Anthony Robles, who's born with just one leg. And he has gone out there and has fought with the able man with 2 legs and has won the best wrestler in the 125 pound. How does it feel now? Oh, my hair is all raised up. Oh, I feel so inspired that when he can do it, he can do it? Huh? I can't hear you guys.
I can do it.
I can't hear you guys.
I can do it.
I can do it. Say that with confidence because you should believe in yourself. Be the you that you are. Anthony was born with one leg, but he never regretted being born with one leg. So go out and inspire your audience. You know what? I'll tell you. This thing, the stage that you see here, that carries the message. The stage that carries the message. And often people don't use the stage to carry the message. I've seen people use the stage like a pendulum. And they speak, and they speak, and they speak, and all you do is like a table tennis match going on. You're not using your stage properly, my friends. A stage is an area which is given for you like a canvas where you paint your story. Let me demonstrate the usage of the stage. Early morning at 7 o'clock, I went to buy eggs from Al Jazeera. I parked my car. I got out of my car. And as I was waiting to cross the road, I turned to the left. And even before I turned to the right, there was a screech of tire. And a car hit a school kid. And the school kid fell there. All I could see was total commotion. I saw the kid weeping, the driver being scared, and people reasoning as to why this happened. And here, the kid lay down in pain, everybody around forgetting about the kid. It's at that time that I saw, from a distance, an old man coming and telling these people, forget your reasoning, let's take care of this child. And when I looked back at the car, I noticed that I did not lock it. I rushed back to my car, sat inside my car, came near the kid, picked up the kid, put him in my car, and I went to the hospital. Did you see the story being painted here? Where was my car? Where was my car? This side? I don't have to say that I'm going to park my car. When I looked at my car, you saw the car. When I looked at the kid, did you see the kid lying there? Did you see an old man coming from there? This is one way of using the stage. One way of creating characters is, there's a tall, dark man with a cap, a pea cap, and on it was written, bad. And when he walked up, and he came to me and said, hey you, would you mind sharing a bubble gum with me? I've created a huge character, and I've created humor. Creation of characters, creation and using of the stage is another way which you should use to deliver your table topics to the best. Your body speaks. You can't say that there was a huge guy who was standing so short and who looked down and said, I'm very happy. See this? Do I sound happy? But if I say, the tall guy around 6.5 feet, huge shoulders, wearing a basketball t-shirt, walked up and said, hey you! And I just looked up. Can you see the character being built up? It's because of the usage of the body that I have done. I have freed my hands. Many people have been using like traffic policemen at the traffic post. See, this is tied. All that moves is their arm. Their hand is tied. I don't know who's tied them. Why don't you free it? What goes? Why don't you bend down to express something? Use your body to the maximum so that you can deliver your best. Develop a reading habit. Develop a reading habit. You know, each time that you're at the signal, you know how you can read? I look at the hoarding boards and I say, wow, the guy who created this ad, brainy guy. You know, he wrote a punchline by using 3 or 4 letters and he's really entered my heart. Wow. See how I read? I go and read all the people who sign their emails with great thoughts and I think about it. And I say, wow, what a nice way of doing it. I do my reading in every small bits and pieces that comes across. Each and every piece of word that is written on a piece of paper is an information. Remember, my friends, carry back that information, be the sponge that you can absorb it. And you can carry back there to the stage and then squeeze it and bring out those memories which you have collected. You know? And you can. I believe you can.
Yes.
I'm sure you can. At this moment, I want you to strike off the third most least point that you feel has been worrying you in table topics. And leave back that single thought in your mind that you've got to work on. Can you strike back the third one which you feel is most least important to you? At this point, I want to quote a very fascinating gentleman who has given us the eaten apple and has almost closed the windows. A person who has said, stay hungry, stay foolish. That's my message here. Stay hungry, stay foolish. You learn more. Because the moment that you feel that I know it all, there the full stop is there, and then you stop learning. Go out there and win the world that is within your hands. Gracias, thank you, mercy, for your kind listening. Wait. Yeah.
Mr. Jiju,
Yeah.
it's all easily said. Can it be done?
Of course it can be done.
I don't believe it.
Let's try it out.
Sure.
Let's try it out.
Can we throw topics for our presenter today? One topic. A topic.
Anger. Yeah.
Anybody wants to do it.
Anger is the worst emotion. Do you agree?
Anger is the most worst emotion that a man can possess. Yes, I do agree to that point that anger is the most harmful, most hazardous reaction that a person can develop. Anger is an energy that is built up and is released at the point when you feel negative emotions. It's at that point that you feel that you are helpless. It's at that point when you feel that you are wrong. It's at that point that you deliver and push out that anger when you feel that I am hopeless. Defeat that anger, that negative emotion that makes you spend your energy, give pain to your heart, give pain to the hearts of the people that are coming across. Next time that you're angry, start counting 10. If that doesn't work, start counting 20. If that doesn't work, start counting 30. Because there's no point in spending that energy which is for the good of nobody. Not even you, not even the society that you live around. Imagine you being angry in public and your child is at a distance and watching you and saying, my dad or my mom is a real angry person and I need to be like her or him. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? Give me an answer. Do you feel impressed? What's the point in being angry? What's the point in being angry? Let's give it up. Let's give it up. If not 10, 20, if not 20, if not 20,
30.
Till you pulled up.
I give a topic to the presenter. I'm the captain of my ship.
I'm the captain of my ship. Yes, indeed, I am the captain of my ship. Because each day from the point that I get up to the point that I sleep, it's me who directs my life. It's me who takes my life and says that I have got to live and breathe the way that I love. It's me who says that I will craft my life, my day, the way that it suits me. It makes me happy or it makes me sad. It's me who says that my family and my friends are going to be with me today and they're going to feel so blessed. It's me who says that I am the captain of the ship that I carry. It is me who says that I am the person who decides what is good for me. Because I have been influenced by my reading which I have done. Because I have been influenced by the people who heard speak. Because I feel that it's a waste living a life where I can't be a captain of the ship that I am in. I feel just like you all sitting out here. Exactly like what you are feeling here at this moment. I am the captain of the ship. Just like all of you sitting across feels that they are the captain of their life. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Can I have a glass of water before I start? Now my tongue is mostly.
Toastmaster Juju, your topic is, how do you feel after marrying 4 wives? How do you feel after marrying 4 wives?
My beloved district governor, Khalid and my brother, it feels so good being married to 4 wives. You know the reason? Because all I can think of is symmetry. I can just divide myself into 4. But the misery is that I hardly find 4 days in a week or 1 day in a week or 3 days in a week where I can devote time for myself. Can you believe my misery? I've got to run for errands. My first wife lies it from Jazeera, the second wife lies it from Java, the third one from Giant, and the fourth one from Lulu. And it tires me up. But still I love it. Because you know what? I take care of 4 families. I take care of 4 beautiful women. I take care of 4 wonderful people who are giving joy to kids around. But then, is that the life that you want to live? Running around, doing errands for 4 people? I would have loved to do that. But then, looking at life and the way that life should take a turn, I feel that getting married to one and having one family is one of the best and the most blessed experience that you can have. You don't need to get married to 4 women to take care of 4 women. You can be a friend of 3 other women. God bless, and make sure that you have just one family.